Yo, what's up, y'all? This is your host, Mario Blasi, and welcome to of3 Magazine. This is my podcast that I do every Saturday. And for those who know me, know that every Saturday is pushing it because I do sometimes forget. But if you're a brand new listener, this is my show, and welcome to of3 Magazine. And basically, I just talk randomly about my life, sometimes your life, and sometimes other people's life, but it's always very random. I really don't have any type of a schedule or an agenda or whatever. I just kind of, instead of doing a blog, I thought this would be the much better way to do a little contribution to my life or whatever in general, what have you. So welcome, and new listeners, welcome as well. Thank you for tuning in. And today it's going to be a bunch of randomness like I always do. It's not going to be anything different, but it is June 6th and summer is here basically. I know it's not officially, but it is summer in Portland. Are you feeling me? It is summer in Portland. It is so hot. I got out earlier today and I was burning up. You hear me? Frying. Seriously, I was not loving the seasoning. It was just hot. And I'm not into heat. I mean, that's the reason why I left Southern California. I don't like heat. You hear me? You hear me though? I don't do heat. So, anyway, so much to share. God, I am with any of you people who are still at a certain age and you have to share housing. Because Portland has a housing situation and I have yet to find my own place. And I am currently in a situation where I can't stand it. We got this new guy who is the epitome of inconsiderate and asshole. Cannot. And so I am so about. I can't take it. I can't take people who are inconsiderate. His hair is everywhere. He's everywhere. I just can't. I can't. So I shan't. Moving on. This will be the third one. The next one will be the third one. 3 in less than a year. I can't do it. Because I like people who are considerate. I can't live with someone who's not. Even if people are coming to visit. Like if you have people who are visiting your home, from out of town or whatever, and they come and stay a spell. And you just, okay, because here's a sitch. Let me tell you. This is many a year ago. I had, this is when not internet hookup, but internet dating in general was at its peak. And I had met this guy named Ricardo who was just on photo was fine. Just fine. F-O-I-N-E. He was fine. And so I was like, oh, I love he. And he had this great accent. He lived in Miami and he was just Ricardo and he was smart. And I was like, oh, I love he. And I was like, I'm going to marry he. Because he was just everything I wanted. So, I go pick him up at the airport and, so when I saw he at the airport, I was just like, what camera is he using? I've never known a camera to make you look better, but this was years ago. So this is before I knew much about Photoshop and what people did to photos to hijinks you into getting to know them. So I had no clue. I was clueless. I was just like, oh, he doesn't look like his photo. But anyway, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna try. I'm like, you know what? Who am I? I'm not that attractive. I know that. And so I thought, well, let's just keep trying it. So we're on the train and, he's talking crazy loud and it's Chicago. So you're like, we don't want attention, sweet pickle. We don't want to cause attention on the train in Chicago. Like the more you shrink into yourself, the better. How about that? Let's text each other. we can sit next to each other, but let's not talk aloud. In school you would read aloud, but on the train in Chicago, let's not talk aloud. No. Let's just keep it to a min. And so, whatever, I'm pushing through. And so we get to my place, and I'm a bit of I used to be, but I was really a bit of a neat freak. I like everything in its place, and I had this really nice apartment in Chicago, 3 bedrooms, gunshot style, very neat. And my third room was like my art area. Like I had my photo, my camera and stuff set up, and my video cameras and all that stuff, just in case I had stuff to do, projects I needed to work. So it was always set up really kind of cool, just a desk for me to work. And so it was, I say all that because I want you guys to understand that I have things in their proper place. In Chicago, my apartment in Chicago was really nice. It was in Andersonville, really cool area, very kind of medium upscale for gays. And so I was doing well. I was doing really well in Chicago. And so I had this guy come stay with me for about 4 days, and I just remember the level of inconsideration. It was like, he said, well, I'm going to make fresh orange juice for you. And I was like, I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, how are you going to do that? I don't even have fresh oranges. Like, I probably got 2 oranges in there, and those oranges probably weren't necessarily for orange juice. They was just oranges, because I probably would have taken them for lunch or something. But I just remember he took it upon himself to make us, more or less me, I guess it was us, but some orange juice. And I put all the stuff out there for him, because even though I don't make fresh orange juice, I still have it. Like I have the thing, the juicer, and I have a pitcher, and I have all that. Whatever you need to make it, I got it, whether I used it or not. So I just remember him making orange juice, and I remember drinking it and going, okay, well, I haven't had fresh orange juice. Mind you, sorry, I'm skipping a whole segment of this. He had to walk to the store, because the store was like 3 blocks away from me, to go get bags of oranges. And I don't buy oranges at the grocery store. I either get them like on the corner if Mexicans are selling them, or I go to like the produce, like the grocery store that says nothing but fruits and vegetables. And so he goes and buys about 2 or 3 bags of oranges, and I know they had to be like $25, because when you buy oranges like that in the store, you getting ripped. You need to just buy them off the corner and get the best oranges. And so anyway, he comes back, makes the orange juice, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna be a good, I guess, boyfriend or whatever I was auditioning for. I was like, okay, let me go put the stuff away. I just want you to know there were orange juice seeds, orange juice, knives, just everywhere. Left, just right where they were. Just puddles of orange juice everywhere. Just everywhere. And I was walking in my socks, and I remember my sock being stuck to the hardwood floor for just a moment, just like a little bit of a tug. And I was like, so he done wasted orange juice? And if you understand me, I don't like ants. I hate roaches, I hate mice. Like those are just the trinity. I don't like any of them. I mean, no. So I was just livid. I was like, who does this? Like, who leaves orange juice after you make it? Like, if the one thing you're gonna do is, if you're gonna decide to make us orange juice, is you're gonna make sure that us don't have to clean it up. You figure, I'm just gonna make it, and if I want to do something, a nice thing for somebody, I'm gonna make sure that I clean it up. No. And I remember when we went to sleep, I don't think I ever heard a sound like this come out of a human being ever. I just remember it sounding like a cross between a mower, like a lawnmower, and like, I don't know, like a panther caught in a trap. Like, they were just like a good mix. And I couldn't take it. I was like, I went, because I had 3 bedrooms. So my bedroom had a king size bed, king size bed. And I went into the first bedroom, and that's where I slept. I was like, I can't. And I closed the door, and I could still hear him. And so he wakes up, I guess, in the middle of the night to pee, and was like, hey, where are you? Why are you sleeping here? I was like, dude, because there's a honey badger trying to get out of your throat, and I cannot sleep. Like, I don't even understand what's going on in there. It sounds like you are under construction in the middle of the night. And so I just remember going, if you got all this going on, when you snore, especially if you're an adult, somebody has told your grown ass that you snore loud. So you tell somebody, hey, listen, I snore at night, so if that's going to be an issue, maybe I should stay in a hotel. What do you got going on over there? But the orange juice was still in the back of my head. Like, you just made all this damn orange juice, and it's everywhere except for in the glass. And so I was like, okay, so I can't sleep, having issues with the fact that and then there was the toilet thing. So pee was everywhere, just everywhere. And the skid mark situation, I was like, I have a toilet brush. It sits right next to the toilet. Like, that's not your toothbrush, Sweet Pickle. That's not your toothbrush. That's when the toilet bowl's mouth is dirty. So you use that. You just reach over, and it was only a 99-cent at IKEA, but you just reach over there and you scrub it down, because there's RuPaul's Drag Race, but that Drag Race I'm not happy with seeing when I go use it. So he would just leave that, pee all over, and I couldn't take it. And I finally just snapped at like day 2. I was done. I was like, this is not gonna work. I was like, it's not gonna, I can't date you. I can't live with you. I can't, because you are impossible. Like, I was like, you are really, really impossible. I couldn't possibly do this for long term, short term, any term whatsoever. I can't do it. And I just told him, quite honestly. So I say all that, like, so I have this, I'm living in this situation, and we have this new person who decides that he's gonna live their life. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna leave my hair in the sink. I'm gonna have friends over at 2 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna sing, we're gonna dance, drink beer, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. I was like, fuck that. I was like, I'm out. Like, see y'all later. I'm done. Taking my shit to storage tomorrow. But like, as soon as I find me a place, I'm out. It's like, you guys can have this. This is for the birds. I'm not living like this. I'm a grown ass man. Only reason why I'm living here is because stupid Portland has like a housing shortage, and you can't. The moment you see an apartment on Craigslist, it's gone. Like, by the time you call them, they already have like 3 applications on that shit. Even on Shacks, it'd be like closets with like an apartment refrigerator in it. Even the mouse is posing in the picture with his legs crossed, like, what's up? Hey, when you coming? And I can't live like this. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit around and live my life with some messy ass bastard who decides he's just gonna make you live according to his life. I wish I would. Anyway, so today you can see the title is Jesus in Portland. I swear to goodness, I was on the bus and I was like, why does everybody look like Jesus? Like, I thought this was the land of hipsters. But no, it is Jesus world. These men have decided to wear the hair of Jesus